Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to Elite Cameraman Explain analysis with the Fook. So, yeah, it looks like Elite is going to be talking to Boom in this video or something like that. Anyways, let's get into it.
Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. Today I have a very special video for you because Mr. Boom decided to answer some of my questions about Skibidi Toilet in
Okay, so he actually talked to
general
him.
and about episode 72, and I do have some crazy info that you don't want to miss out on. I asked about a lot of things about the Astro Toilets, his favorite characters, and even got the answer to how long episode 72 is going to be. This video will basically be a Q&A with Boom, so if you don't want to miss out on any of the secret info, make sure to watch the video until the end. Also, if you want more videos like this where I get special info from Boom, make sure to like and subscribe. First, before I get into my questions to Dafook, we got some information about the new episode from one of the other analysis YouTubers that talked to Boom. And I can in fact say that the info was real, and Boom said that the Titans won't be appearing in the next episode. I also asked about this specifically and why, which I'll show you later in the video.
So, if this is true, which it most likely is, since I think those two Russian YouTubers got leaks from Boom for episode 70. So, yeah. But it sounds like the next episode is just gonna be a chill episode. Or maybe it's gonna be like episode 71 where it's short, but it's action-packed. So, yeah.
This YouTuber also asked about the container that was seen in episode 71, and Boom said that it was the last unfinished project of the scientist toilet, which begs the question if that's the reason why Astro Toilets are following
The last unfinished project of the scientist? I doubt Boom would answer that, but if he really did, then, well, like, if it's the last project of the scientist, what could it be? Like, a new weapon for, like, that's gonna help the Skibidis in the future? Or something much more important? Because if they're moving it, like, if it's that big that it has to be in a box like that, obviously it's something very important. So, yeah.
G-Man toilet, and why one of them came to the scene at the end of the episode. Maybe they know something about this project. We also learned that we have not seen G-Man 4.0's full abilities, and he most likely is a lot stronger than we think. The craziest answer that Boom gave this other analysis YouTuber was about the plunger cameraman. He asked if we'll ever see him again in some shape or form, or even as a reference. And Boom's answer indicates that this actually might happen. But now that we've went over these, let's get to my own Q&A with Boom. First,
So Boom is considering bringing back Dark Speaker and Plunger. I don't think we'll see the return of Plunger, as I said in the past. I think we might see references to him. Like, maybe we'll see, like, somebody else, like, the POV, find his Plunger that he used when he was alive, and they'll use it in battle. Or we might see, like, a memorial for him. But I do think we're definitely going to see the return of Dark Speaker.
let's start with more general questions, and after these, I'll move on to more specific questions about the next episode. My first question to Boom was, which episode are you most hyped for in the foreseeable future? And his response to this question was very interesting because he didn't just give one episode, he listed 4 episodes in a row and said this. 73, 74, 77, 80 are all fire episodes, to be honest. This leads me to believe that we are in for a ride after episode 72, and this next 10...
So it sounds like these episodes right here, so after episode 72, that's going to be a action-packed episode. So, well, here's what I think is going to happen in episode 73. If this is true that the Titans won't be in the next episode, I think we're definitely going to see them possibly, like, in episode 73, and then they're going to end up fighting the real G-Man, and then what's going to, I can't really say what's going to happen in episode 74, because the episode isn't out yet, Same thing with episode 77 or 78, but it sounds like episode 75 won't have that much action in it. Like after these episodes, it'll just go back to chill episodes, and then when episode 80 comes out, it'll go back to action packed. So yeah.
An episode arc is about to be crazy, and episodes 73 and 74 being fire means that we'll be seeing these masterpieces very soon. After this question, I asked, also, you said that we'll be getting more episodes compared to after episode 70. And since now that season 24 is starting, how do you think the upload schedule will be and how long the average episode length will be? Because the last couple episodes before 71 were quite long episodes. And his response was, I was expecting the episodes to come out faster, but stress after 70 pushed hard. So I started off very slow and still going quite slow. I'm also trying to improve combat in the episodes, which I think takes some time. I think at some
I thought Curology's emergency spot patches couldn't get any better until I found out they came with
some point soon, episodes will be rolling out faster. This probably means that the wait time between the next couple episodes might be longer than we expect for a while, but it also means that we'll be getting some crazy episodes with a lot of action. As Boom gets used to doing combat like he wants to, I'm sure that the schedule will get better. But he is human after all, even though Blood animates and works like a god, and he does need breaks from time to time. The next question I asked was, who is your favorite character in Skibidi Toilet? And his answer was not specific. He said, I have multiple. And we all know this was a cop-out, and we all know that his favorite is definitely TV Woman just like me. After this question, I was a little curious about the detective cameraman we saw in the secret scene.
His favorite characters are probably all three of the women. That's probably why he hasn't killed them yet.
To ask this, are you excited for any new characters that you'll be introducing, like the detective cameraman who was in the secret scenes? And his answer was actually great because he said this. There's many more old and new characters coming in very soon, which means we'll be seeing a lot more unique agents now, and maybe more agents will be stepping up after Plunger Cameraman and Dark Speakerman's sacrifices. But this was not all, because while we were talking about characters, I couldn't hold myself and asked about any upcoming new races, because a lot of people have been speculating that a new race would be introduced soon, and my question was this. Do you have any plans for a new race, and if so, are we finally going to see the Naked Microwave Man in the real series? Which he answered with, yes. It's going to be part of Naked Kitchen.
I mean, if there were to be a new race, I don't think we would have a computer race. Since, like what Elite said before, it wouldn't make sense for there to be a computer race since they have monitors like TV men. So I think there would most likely be probably a car man, or maybe he's gonna stick to technology, because every race we know about is technology: cameraman, speakerman, TV man. But he could go to objects next, just like Dom. So, yeah, but if he ends up sticking to technology, the only thing I can think about is there possibly being a phone man. Possibly a mice man, I don't know.
Men squad, most op characters in the verse. I do believe him, to be honest. You never know. This man...
No, that is definitely a troll answer.
...made a leak about upgraded Titan TV man clapping scientist toilet, and it became real. Hashtag make Naked Kitchen Men canon. Even though this clearly was a troll answer, I do think that it's likely
who knows?
that...
Maybe since Boom's saying that episode 73, 4, 77, and 80 are going to be intense, who knows? Maybe maybe one of those episodes will be the episode where we get introduced to a new race.
If a new race is introduced, it'll be Microwave Man, just because of the troll leaks.
I mean, it wouldn't really make sense to have a Microwave Man since TV Woman can literally set the Skibidis on fire, so it wouldn't really make sense to have a Microwave Man.
After this, I asked, how do you think the Astro Toilets will affect the power scales? Because from what we've seen so far, they seem like they can actually hold off against the Titans, but it looks like they have a different plan. We have yet to see the strongest yet. I think this clearly means that we haven't seen the leader of Astro Toilets yet, even though until now we thought it's been the UFO Toilet who's been controlling the Astro Toilet. Maybe we just scratched the surface and they are a lot more mysterious than we think. One of the other analysis YouTubers asked Boom about how many Astro toilets there are, and Boom's answer was apparently enough, which could mean two things. First one being, there are a lot of Astro toilets that could even match the number of Skibidi toilets, or there aren't many, but they are incredibly powerful.
I mean, I think what he means by enough is that there's the same amount as the normal Skibidis, or there's enough to take over the whole world, or maybe even a more amount of the normal Skibidis. If so, then the alliance is fucked.
I also asked him how they could speak English, but you'll need to watch until the end if you are curious about that. With all the talks about Simp Cameraman going around, I had to ask about him too, and this was my question. A lot of people have been wondering about Simp Cameraman and if he'll ever return. And as you know, I'm quite a fan of Simp Toilet because of his incredible beliefs. Can you give us some info about if he'll return, and if he does, will he still side with the Alliance or join the dark side? I have some interesting plans for him. Boom really is not giving any spoilery info.
So he has plans about him. So Boom just basically confirmed that Simp is returning, because he literally said, I have plans for him. So, yeah, he's definitely returning in the future episode.
About the crazy stuff, so I think he really does have some interesting plans, and hopefully we'll see him soon, because everyone was starting to think that he really died.
I mean, it's either he's gonna be one of the cameramen under Boom's control, or he's gonna come back with, like, claw upgrades, or a mech, like that one camera scientist.
This next question was the most important question I had, and it is. Another crazy question I have is, do you think TV Woman will ever respond to my DMs? I think you'll be ghosted forever. I'm gonna be honest, I got depressed after hearing that. I don't even want to talk about it. The next question I had was, did you ever see a theory that guessed everything correctly, even stuff that we haven't seen yet? No theories have guessed entire plot correctly, but partially some were very close. Hopefully I was one of these people, to be honest, but no theory guessing the entire plot is crazy, because there are people out there theorizing the plot every single day, and Boom...
Oh yeah, there was also a message I saw that one of the Russian YouTubers asked if the Titans would be in 72, which we know they're not. And Boom said that was going to be for episode 73, which is why I said what I said.
Says that he hasn't seen anyone guess it correctly so far, and he most likely reads theories a lot to see what people are thinking.
This is my King Tower. Defend it. That's an...
Now that the general questions are out of the way, let's get into questions about episode 72. The first question that comes to mind is the length of the episode, and I asked this, how long will episode 72 be? And Boom said 4 minutes, which is crazy.
So 3 seconds and 4 minutes. Oh, well, no, that means 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, so now we know how long this episode will possibly be. 3 or 4 minutes. So, yeah.
Because I thought Bro was resting, and I'm gonna be honest, I neither expected him to answer nor for it to be 3 or 4 minutes long. I thought it was gonna be 1 or 2 minutes. I guess we are in for a ride this weekend if he can finish the episode. People have been sending me screenshots of him staying online in SFM for 20 hours yesterday. So I asked this next. This episode truly will be a new beginning for the series, because for the first time ever we got a conclusion for one of the evil characters, and the last battle really had some crazy consequences. Do you think people are ready for what's about to come? Y'all ain't ready. This was just like a filler.
Oh, y'all ain't ready. Yeah, I have a feeling that the Astros are about to go crazy. Like, Boom is about to go crazy with the series after these episodes.
Question, but I'm guessing that if Plunger Cameraman died in this arc, I can't even imagine who is going to die next, because Boom likes upping the consequences as the series goes on. This next question...
I mean, we have to get the death of one of the women at some point. Like, it may not be happening anytime soon, but it might happen in episode, like, 80-something, or maybe in episode 40, like, 74.
Was directly about episode 72, and I asked, You said that we won't be seeing the Titans in episode 72. Are we going to be seeing a different POV from the last fight in the bunker once again? Or is it fully uncharted territory from now on? Not bunker, but within the territory of Alpha Hills Complex. Huge territory. This explains why we will not be seeing the Titans, because once again we'll see another POV from around the bunker, either while the raid was going on
Here's
or...
what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be like episode 63, where Plunger returned, and then we see the Titans flying, like, towards the area they're going to. And they kill a toilet on their way, just how they did in episode 63. And then that's gonna lead up to episodes 73.
Right after it ended. And I'm guessing that it might include the Astro toilets, because in the secret scenes, we saw that they were around the place. After this, I only had 2 questions left, and the next one was...
There was also another message I saw that it won't have multiple parts.
We saw that all the Titans have suffered some damage.
That episode 72 won't have multiple parts from, like, that's what one of the Russian YouTubers asked him.
Normally, whenever they go back to the bases for repairs, it takes them about 10 to 20 episodes to come back. Will it be the same, or will we see them getting fixed on the fly, just like how they got upgraded on episode 69, part 2? Now that Alliance is dominating and pushing Skibidi toilets, they don't have plans to retreat, unless something truly unexpected happens. This honestly was one of the great answers, because this means we'll keep seeing the Titans, unlike the old times where they went into repair mode, and it's full on from now. And Boom also foreshadowed the fact that Titans might even actually lose the battle. I do believe that we'll witness a death of a Titan at some point, and maybe
Yeah, we're definitely gonna witness the death of one of the Titans at some point. What if that be Titan camera, speaker, or TV? It's definitely gonna be one of them. But if they end up dying anytime soon, I don't think it will be Titan TV, since once again he barely even returned. So I don't think he's gonna get killed anytime soon. And I don't think Titan Speaker will die, because it hasn't really been that long since he's been unaffected. Since he's been unaffected. I know in reality it's been, a lot of episodes in a couple months. But if you follow the timeline of the show, of the series, it's only been, a couple weeks in the show's timeline. So, yeah. So, I think it's most likely going to be Titan Camera if any of them die. And if Titan TV and Speaker witness his death, which they most likely will, Titan Speaker is gonna go insane and, literally risk his life, beating the shit out of the toilets. And if Titan TV powers him up again, then he's gonna go insane on G-Man. On the real one.
closer than we think.
Who knows? I could be wrong. To be honest, I think I think it's a mixture between both of them. I think either Titan Camera or Speaker will die, but I doubt Titan Speaker will die, or TV. So it would most likely be Titan Camera. If one of them died, I don't think they would die for good, because why would they? They can just get repaired. Because if a Titan dies, I'm pretty sure they can just get repaired and then get a new core, just how Titan TV did. Because, the real G-Man literally stole Titan TV's old core. They caught up to him, stole his old core, and then he had to get a new one. So I'm pretty sure they can do the same thing with Titan Camera or any of the other Titans.
Last question I had for Boom was also about the Astro toilets. How was the Claw Astro toilet able to speak English while we haven't seen any other toilet speak normally? Does it have to do with their helmets, because they all seem to have helmets and we don't know their uses? Skibidi toilets possess all earthly languages. They just chose to speak on their superior, far more complex Skibidi language. This is crazy.
So all Skibidis can speak English, or every language apparently. So they just came up with their own language. I thought only Astros could speak normal English, or could speak at all. like, can speak normally at all, but no. Boom just confirmed that every Skibbity can speak English, but they choose to speak in their own language.
Because I think we all thought that they had no idea how to speak English. Unless Boom is trolling, this actually makes the Skibidis kinda smarter. And maybe this is why some Skibidi toilets sound like...
It's not really surprising since some of the Skibidis, well actually all of the Skibidis used to be human. As we know, like, the Skibidis turned humans into other Skibidis. Because if you don't remember, this was confirmed in episode 4 of the series, because when that one Skibbity came into the restaurant, like, all of the other people turned into Skibidis. So, yeah.
They speak better Skibidi. Also, this begs the question. How did the secret agent learn the Skibidi language?
And some of the scientists, we even seen Skibidis, so, yeah.
This makes him seem a lot more smart than he already seems. I guess we'll get to learn more about all this later in the series. If you enjoyed this interview with Boom, make sure to like and subscribe.
So, yeah, anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And it was really cool getting this information from Boom. So, yeah. It's kind of weird to know that the Skibidis can speak more than one language. Like, they know every single language, including English, but they choose to speak their own language. Like, in my opinion, it would make more sense if the Astros only knew how to speak English, and the normal ones didn't, but hey, I'm not complaining. But since we know that normal Skibidis can speak English, I think we're definitely gonna see more of some of them speaking English. Like them talking normally. Like, I feel like a normal one's gonna end up talking normally at some point. So, yeah, anyway, that's all. Bye.